But I want to mention one thing I learned a lot from your comments by the Backdoor series was how all the Western countries became bankrupt in 1930 after the stock market crash. They all declared bankruptcy. So there's this reorganization of America Incorporated. So they pretty much put aside the Constitution. So were you saying that really the Constitution, in effect, doesn't really apply
No,
now? We really don't
doesn't
have the
apply now.
American Constitution.
No, it doesn't apply. And places like Australia are getting milk dry because their actual address is in Washington. That company.
So Australia is a company with an address in Washington, D.C.?
Yeah, I'm
So
sure it is. Hang
they're all
on. Yep.
corporations, you're saying?
I might be able to find you.
I just wonder if you can explain that a bit for the audience, because that
Yeah,
would really,
well,
really convenient for them to put aside the American Constitution. So people think they have a Constitution, they think they can quote it, and that's their security. But you're
yeah,
saying
well,
they really don't have that to rely on.
no, because it's all about how can I explain this? In England, for instance, when you're born and you sign over, you sign your birth certificate, you're actually signing over your child to the state.
Yeah.
Okay, you're given capital letters. You use capital letters on your driving license and on other certain things. That is not you. That is an entity with
Yeah.
your name. And you know the old law, the system of the law works around that. So you've given up all your rights, and all you've got now are privileges.
Oh, wow.
So obviously privileges can be given and taken away
Yeah.
at will, which is why, say, for instance, you know, people aren't getting. There's a huge amount of people on sick pay. On off work with being sick. You know, as you're getting older, well, they're not getting any sick pay because the excuse will be, oh, you know, your wife is working, or you've got this, that, and the other. So that's a privilege they will take away from you.
Yeah.
You know, they'll disguise it, but that's what it actually is. You have no rights. Now in America, with the Constitution, you had rights. You
Yeah.
had that right. You know, and it couldn't be moved. But when they changed America into America Inc., the corporation, they bypassed them rights, and then people only have privileges. They don't quite know it yet. When the time
Wow.
comes, they'll know it.
So that happened because America was bankrupt, so they made a compromise with the Federal Reserve, the Jewish bankers. They said, okay, we'll give
Well,
up our Constitution if you bail us out. Is that,
yeah, I think every president since then uh, reinstates an order which bypasses the Constitution.
wow.
And probably Trump's done it as well because all the others have done it, and I haven't heard any different. I'm trying to find. I found some information about Australia and about the Queen and whatever, but I'm
Okay.
not sure if I've got it. Let me just have a quick look.
So they probably don't want to tell us that the Constitution doesn't apply. They want us to think, give us this lull us into security that the
Yeah,
Constitution
well,
applies.
people act all about it, and at the end of the day, it's complicated because you know it's all small print and
Yeah.
legal mumbo jumbo.
It's made
You
to be
know,
obfuscated. Yeah.
that's it. Oh, here we go, Commonwealth. Right, I might just be able to find something from this one. I saw another one actually. Just bear with me because it's not that far away. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't prepare you with all these questions. They just came out.
no, it's okay. Uh, No, well, it's going to take a bit to, you know, I don't really want to be not talking, so
Okay.
I'll just have a quick look at this one. Yeah, it says the Parliament of Australia has more than 150 persons. The Commonwealth of Australia, registered in the United States, Securities Exchange Commission, Commonwealth of Australia, 1601 Massachusetts Avenue, uh, Washington,
Wow.
D.C., at the Australian Embassy. So the corporation, the address of Australia is in America.
Wow.
And I
That's
dare
the
say,
head office of the corporation.
yeah, well, that's right. And every single Christian Western country in 1929 went bankrupt.
Wow. 1929. Yeah, October, the stock market crash.
That's right, yeah. And it was done for a reason, so that they could bring these laws in and milk us dry.
So they plan these things way in advance. So they plan this advance. So
Unbelievable. These people, they must wake up every morning and just go into another planet because, they're just so far ahead of everything.
Yeah. Well, they treat us like cattle. How can we manipulate the cattle to go away? I think it was
Well,
Paul Volcker of the Federal Reserve. He admitted, said, we did the stock market crash. Sorry about that. I admit it. We did it. He actually confessed it.
Yeah. Well, apparently in the UK, they can bypass the Magna Carta now. It is normal to have a trial without a jury would have been classed as treason, but that's happening more and more now all the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think the Rothschilds used England as a testing ground before they exported to other countries.
I'm pretty sure they do because actually in the David Irving film, when he was doing the Holocaust court trial, he actually was asked whether he wanted a jury or whether he just wanted a judge to actually decide the outcome. And he, for some reason, and I can't understand why, he decided on a judge. It was, I think it was the opposition convinced him that his work was so superior that the normal layman wouldn't understand it, and he would have a better chance with just the judge ruling, which goes beyond my reckoning because you've got a judge in the UK, which is a Masonic country.
Yeah. What do you expect?
Zionist in government, it's never going to happen. So, So again, if I'll send you this link because there's an awful lot of information here.
Yeah, I can add that below the video, sure.
Yeah, it goes into how the Queen is a living body because it's really deep, you know what I mean? But they're very clever at what they do.
Yeah, I've heard about this before. How we're basically owned by the state, owned by the Queen, I guess. Yeah,
she's well looked after. Yeah.
Yeah, in Canada we have Crown land, meaning it's owned by the Queen.
Yeah, well, it's the same thing. Yeah, the Queen owns it.
Yeah, I got your links here. Okay.
That's right. Yeah. I'm going to just see. Right. I'll try and read just. It just says here to sum it up: Queen Elizabeth II, the true flesh and blood living monarch, is still the executive power of the Commonwealth that is vested in the Queen of the original constitutional Commonwealth of Australia, a venue and jurisdiction which, although is still in existence for those who wish to protect and claim their lawful rights, is dormant in any controlling or financial operational sense when it comes to public offices. Such rights can only be invoked administratively as soon as there is any controversy in the court cases. Today, for instance, the Commonwealth of Australia is granted jurisdiction automatically to hear and adjudicate the absolute discretion in relation to the controversy. Do you see what I mean? It's mumbo jumbo.
Yeah.
But
what are they
it's
saying?
all
It's mumbo jumbo. That the Queen owns Australia.
For sure. Yeah, and they have no rights.
Yeah, so she owns the people, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, let's face it. If you don't pay taxes, you will suffer.
Yeah.